Hey everyone, it's Sue here. So I'm going to sit and actually do a page with you. And what I'm going to be using is this stencil from Designs by Rin, because I do want to get a branch onto this page. I also have the journal I'm using is one of my new journals. Which I already now have paint on it, which is fine, right? Is handmade by Kelly, who is Kellie Merton here on YouTube, and the name of her store is Designs by Kellie, Kellie, and I do believe that she sold out of these journals because she actually makes these. They come with an elastic on them to hold it together, and they're nice and wide so you can do a lot to them and still, you know, have space. I want to get moving here, so I'm actually going to the inside actually pulls out, which I like a lot. There's a plastic piece that goes in there, and because I want to do this flat, so as I'm talking to you, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. So this particular paper on here, this particular paint is just left over from another project. What I'm going to do real quick here, because I don't want it to get on my work area, is just put something under here. So the orange paint, well, it's actually orange, pink, and yellow, is Dina Wakley paint, and it was left over, so I put it down on this page just not to waste it. So I'm using right now some Mod Podge to get that down, and I'm placing onto here, this is tissue paper that Kelly actually sent as a gift for purchasing the journals from her. Sorry, I'm having problems like thinking and moving at the same time. I don't know. Do you guys have that problem? So for right now, I'm just going to stick that under there, and I'll cut that off later. So at this point, I have the painted page and the tissue paper that Kelly sent, like I said, as a gift. Part of what she sent as well is this napkin and some cheesecloth. I might be pulling some cheesecloth in, but I've already cut off a block of this napkin, and I have it all ready to adhere. So I have it all cut and separated. It's ready to go. So I definitely have an idea in my head on what I want to do. But this particular, let me see, what is the best way for me to do this? Let me just do this. I definitely want to pull this stamp in. Now I know I want to put this here, so I don't want it too high. You know what, I'm going to go with right there. So I took 2 colors of paint, raw sienna and raw umber, and I already put it in my little, this is just a packaging container from my FW inks, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my makeup sponge. And I'm sorry, I'm probably shaking the whole camera, and I apologize. And you know what, I just kind of moved this whole thing. Oh well, it'll work out. It will be fine. I want to just try to go a little bit more gentle. So that's the one color. I did take out the 2 colors, so I do have that little bit darker brown as well. So I'm just going to kind of do this just to get a little bit two-tone on here. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. And it's good using a makeup sponge, because you can take just a little bit of paint and you're good to go. See, that's perfect. I love it. It's not too wet. I am going to hit it with my heat tool real quick. Oops. Just so that it dries, because I am going to go over it now with some more Mod Podge, and I just don't want the paint to smear. You know, once the acrylic paint dries, it's not going anywhere. So sorry for the loud noise, everybody. But I did want to just do that. So that's all it takes. Like I said, it was very, very minimal paint used. So I think what I'll do first is, like normally when I go ahead and use napkins, which I love to use, I do try to make it, well, with any of my collaging actually, to where I don't have any straight edges. But in this case, I wanted to leave some straight edges and actually use them to my advantage. So I'm actually putting this flower here in the corner, in that corner, and I have another flower with one straight edge on the side there that I'm going to put there. And I'm trying not to use too much of the Mod Podge. I'm gonna go, you know what, while that's wet, I do have a little bit of glitter here, and I just wanted to give these flowers a little pop of sparkle. You know what, I don't think that these right here are wet enough. I'm just going to put a little bit more of the Mod Podge on there, just so that this will stick. And of course, once the Mod Podge dries, it's clear, so. But I did want to pull in a little bit of glitter. Nice, nice, nice. Now I have left is the bird and a little butterfly. Now these, I did make the edges very, very rough. Because you're going to see it's just going to kind of like blend in with the background. It's going to be really cool. So watch what happens. So I want it kind of like the bird is sitting there on the tree, right? Whoops, I don't want them to be sideways though. There we go. I think I'll do them just like that. Take a little bit more of my Mod Podge. Whoops, I don't want the... And let's just go over it. So what you'll see, and this was such a pretty napkin, so thank you so much, Kelly, for that. I'm going to try to get it. I know it's very, very sunny, but it kind of blends in with the background, and I like that. It looks really, really awesome. So now I have the little butterfly. Whoops. Again, I'm trying to get this to where you can see it okay. So, do I want the butterfly towards the bottom? Do I want them up in the corner? It's all your personal preference, right? I think I'm going to put them up here in the corner. I'm going to just tuck them away up here. And the same thing is going to happen. He's going to kind of just blend in. And when I say blend in, I don't mean the color of the butterfly, but like the edges of the butterfly. So let's see, I think I'm going to hit that again with the heat tool. I know I definitely want to take some of my Hero Arts dye ink and just kind of go around the edges of the page. So I know I want to do that. trying to think what else. I mean, I like to see the words of that tissue paper behind there. You can see the paint through it. I mean, maybe I should have gone down a little bit further with that branch so that there wasn't so much space in here. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm just trying to think, should I put something in here? Should I leave it as is? What should I do? You can see the glitter. Looks really nice. That's right where I'm at right now. I think what I'll do while I'm thinking is I'm just going to go ahead and take my ink, and I just wanted to go around the edges. Just real quick. It definitely gives that finished look. So I like that. I like it a lot. I feel like I need something right there. You know what? I have these out. These are from Michaels. Memories. Oh, I like memories. I like cherish. I like memories a lot, actually. So let me see if I can pull this off of here real quick. And we'll go ahead and get that on there. And I think it's going to be called Done. So I don't know if I ever finished saying about Kellie and this journal. So the journal was $18. It's handmade. Kellie made it herself. And she sold them at her store. Oh, I can't get this little piece off. At her store online, which is called Designs by Kellie. And I'm just going to use my tacky glue here. And I did check before making this video, and they are sold out, but I can guarantee you she will eventually have more coming. So they are $18. I think that if I'm right, there are 12 pages in here. But again, the reason she's doing it like she's doing it is so you can make pages that are that have a lot of dimension, because the binder itself is very wide here. So that's it. I'm going to call this done. Once that dries, you won't see that adhesive, the glue. I love it. I hope it's showing well in this sunlight. I hope so, because you know what? It looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dry, and then I'm going to put it back in the journal. And thank you so much, Kellie. Thank you for all these goodies. And I'm loving the journal. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions, everybody. Okay, bye-bye.